Warning, the following movie mistakes were spotted by nerds. For your own safety, we insist you do not punch yourself for missing any of them. Do not attempt to spot these kinds of errors yourself unless you have no friends.
Welcome along to Great Movie Mistakes. This show blows a hole in the carefully constructed veneer of Hollywood perfection. Our team of continuity experts, or geeks, have locked themselves away in the archives to track down the best howlers on the silver screen. So here are those mistakes, the ones that have made all that hard work very nearly worthwhile.
Transporter 3. That's right, they made 3 of them. Here goes Jason Statham pelting after an ambulance. I think we're going to need an ambulance. But what's this? Either Jason has forgotten to remove one of his flesh-covered earplugs, or that's a flesh-coloured piece of flesh from one of the people in that ambulance. Oh, please, God, let it be the first. This is Mamma Mia. And Mamma Mia, this is a cowardly stuntman. You can see the cable holding him to the building. There. Honestly, mate, does your mother know? Now, Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. That well-known Western.
On deck, you
At least, that's what this guy thinks it is. He's wearing a white shirt and a Stetson. Same film now, and... Ooh, steady, Kira. But what's this? It's a cameraman's watch. And embarrassingly for him, it's not even digital. Here's Troy, a film that was panned by the critics. Although, while they were concerned with the acting and the script, my beef is with the treads on this man's sandals. Yeah, not the kind of modern design you'd expect in ancient Greece. That's why I only gave the film 2 stars. A clip from feel-good movie Coyote Ugly, in which Light as We Know It is monkeyed around with.
Tell me what I have to do.
Of course, you and I think of light as just ungovernable photons of electromagnetic radiation. The makers of this film think they know better.
Disappear?
See what happens when this light's turned out. Room gets slightly darker, but when this tiny little candle is extinguished, the room is plunged into darkness. Let's see that again. Candle defeats light bulb, and movies defeat logic again.
High School Musical now. As well as being strewn with errors, these films are also full of those annoying performers who dress up in lycra and frolic around as if to say, "Oh, look at me! Look how good I am at dancing! Look at me dancing! I'm cool!" It was different when I did it for comic relief. That was for charity. Which makes it different, okay? Anyway, cast your peepers across these schoolboy and schoolgirl errors.
You watch High School Musical dozens and dozens of times in your bedroom and think, how come all those girls are so mouth-wateringly slender? Well, here's how. They're not eating their dinners. The lovely Gabrielle gazes listlessly at her grub.
Troy! Hey.
Then switches her attentions to Troy. And look, it's gone. Here's Troy again, and he's realized that he's late for a much-needed music lesson with Gabrielle.
Oh, gotta go. See you guys later.
Troy, of course, is a schoolboy, and he's about to make an error. It's quite literally a massive cock-up. He's doing a scene where he has to check the time, so what's the one prop you don't want to forget? Your watch. Yeah, go on, run off. This performance suggests that the music lesson was a pathetic waste of everyone's time. Gabrielle's bottled it beyond belief, missing her cue, and then just standing there looking stupid.
I can't do it, Troy. Not with all these people staring at me.
Hey, look at me.
Quick pep talk from Troy, who puts her at her ease by showing her his ridiculous haircut.
Together.
And she's ready to go again.
At kindergarten.
Here's the intro from Charlie Chaplin on piano.
We're soaring.
But now it turns out that it wasn't even her cue. It was Troy's. He was the one who was supposed to start. Oh, amateurs.
If we're trying.
Would you trust Gabrielle with your life?
Not.
Me neither. But here she is in Baywatch mode. Watch carefully, because when she's called into action, a stunt double with a different build, age, and ethnicity is used for her dive. Why that even needs a stunt double, I do not know. Check her out. She's nothing like Gabrielle.
I got you. I got you. It's okay.
Actually, no, Gabrielle. It's not okay. Good old Kelsey. She's so kooky. She wears glasses and everything. And she manages to DJ and be on the dance floor at the same time. So there she is on the decks. And yet now she's throwing shapes on the dance floor that suggest she's been getting stuck into the white lightning. Teenagers, eh? It's lunchtime at East High, and everyone's heading to the canteen to stuff their faces. Everyone, that is, except for Chad. He's clutching his basketball, ready to shoot some hoops.
Now or never, man.
But rewind again, and there's no sign of him on the wide shot. Explain that.
Batman now. Yeah, we can't get enough of the Caped Crusader. There have now been 6 Batman movies, and every one of them has been littered with mistakes. The star of the last 2 was Christian Bale, and he just loves movie mistakes. Whereas most of us just titter or raise a smile, he expresses his mirth by ranting at a lighting technician for 9 long minutes. Thank goodness he didn't spot these errors, or some poor crew member would have been picking his face off the floor with broken fingers.
I'm just ahead of the curve.
This is The Dark Knight. The Joker, who clearly takes makeup tips from Jodie Marsh, has got Batman in a right old tiz. As Batman slams the Joker against the wall, you can make out the reflection of the cameraman. There, easy, Chris. Here's the character Two-Face in the same film.
Oh, and you know the thing about
A man
chaos.
who seems to have been a tad over-enthusiastic when exfoliating the left side of his face. Still, at least he shifted them blackheads. Keep your peepers on the clip thing on Two-Face's finger. It's on in this shot, then gone in the next. And it keeps happening. A continuity error or some kind of black magic. Let's toss for it. It's a continuity error. This is a scene from the first Batman movie. The henchman defaces a priceless Rembrandt, and who can blame him? But a second later, the handprints have somehow gone. He should have used a good quality emulsion. This is Batman Returns, in which Batman, returns. See if you can spot this next mistake all on your own. I won't give you any clues.
You know, for a second there, you really frightened me.
I won't even mention that Pfeiffer's not screaming. Her gob's just wide open. Did you spot the mistake? In this scene, Michelle Pfeiffer is in a right old mard. Better not tell her that her scissors go from blue here to pink here. Let's see that again. Blue, 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 pink, pink. I shan't mention it. She probably just needs some chocolate and a nice sit down. In this scene, the Penguin has taken control of the Batmobile. Not to worry, Wayne Enterprises didn't get where it is today with poor craftsmanship. So it's disappointing to see the dashboard of the Batmobile wobble like it's made of rubber. It's almost as if it's just a fake car made for the purposes of a movie. I love the way billionaire Bruce Wayne makes a decrepit pensioner run around after him. But good old Alfred is always so accommodating. Even when he's unconscious, he moves the tray out of the way so the Riddler can open the door. Let's see that again. And look carefully at Alfred's hand. Will that be all, sir? Only my brain is hemorrhaging. This one from Batman Forever's cool too. Watch how the diamond pulled out of the case by the Riddler shrinks in the blink of an eye. See? He pulls out a bloomin' biggin, and then when he examines it, it's pea-sized. Either that or his hands went massive.
Where billionaire Bruce Wayne, chairman of Wayne
Batman and Robin now, and if there's one thing I've always said about Uma Thurman, it's that she can take her gloves off quicker than anyone in the business.
Gotham Observatory, Bane.
See? No gloves.
And step on it.
This next section brings us more problems with the space-time continuum. It's packed full of anachronistic things that didn't exist at the time the films are supposed to be set. Take the film The Quick and the Dead, starring Sharon Stone, for example. The movie is set in 1840, even though that's 3 years before Sharon was even born. And there's more where that came from.
In The Queen, Blair uses a Nokia 6210. This is silly because that model wasn't sold until at least 2 years after the film was set. Excellent performance by Michael Sheen, of course, although I am wary of his nose. It's very nostrily. This Gangs of New York clip is a personal favourite. As the fight kicks off, you can see a couple of bananas on the floor. And yet bananas were not traded in pre-Civil War USA at all. But heck, you don't need me to tell you that basic fruit fact.
Rousseau says, if we assume man has been corrupted by an artificial civilization...
Period flick Marie Antoinette here, and as these ladies chill out in some sort of meadow, keep your eyes on the skies.
Imagine.
The vapour or contrail of an aeroplane.
And down the forest.
That's right, one of them jet planes they used to have in the late 18th century. In American Gangster, set in the 1970s, remember, we can see a poster in the background with a blooming great weather dress on it.
Yeah, 376.
Yeah, you might as well hang up Denzel. It's ruined now. In this clip from Almost Famous, it's 1969, and William Miller is looking through some classic vinyl. And while I'm sure none of us like the way that he's stroking them, that's not my beef. This is Joni Mitchell's Blue, not released for another 2 years. And I hate to say that because I know he's only a kid, but, you know, there's no mercy in this dojo. And finally, The Last King of Scotland, a film about Idi Amin. Many of us think of Africa as being behind the times, but we're wrong. This scene is set in Uganda in the 70s, yet they already had flat-screen TVs. Amazing. Not least because at this point in time, Ocelot hadn't even come up with Betamax.